Welcome. Today we are going to show you how to perform varicose vein examination for a short case. First, I will introduce myself to the patient. කොහොමද මම ડોક્ટર ප්‍රගීත් මොයාගේ කකුලේ නහරකට ගිහලා තියෙන රෝගය පරීක්ෂා කරලා බලලා රෝග නිශ්චයකට නිගමනයකට එන්න තමයි Then, before proceeding for a short case, I will make sure the privacy of the patient is adequate and the lighting was adequate. First, we will do the inspection. The exposure is important, so we expose the both lower limbs. Then we have to see whether there is any gross deformities of the both legs. The most symptomatic leg is the right side one, which has an ulcer. And then we have to look which venous system is involved. In this patient, he has varicosities along the greater saphenous vein. There are only few varicosities in the short saphenous vein. In addition to that, he has skin changes, darkening of the foot and the ankle, and there is an ulcer along the medial aspect of the ankle over the medial malleolus, and there are some skin thickening. There is no surgical scars along the greater saphenous vein as well as the inguinal region. Inspection of the groin. Here we look for any previous scars as well as saphenopharynx. If there is no visible saphenopharynx, we ask the patient to cough and see whether there is any visible coughing pulse. So this patient doesn't have coughing pulse or saphenopharynx. After the inspection, we ask the patient to lie down on the bed and proceed with the palpation. Description of the ulcer. First, we have to tell the site of the ulcer. This is a multiple ulcers over the medial malleolus in the right lobe. The ulcers are about 2 centimeters in size, and the edges are sloping, base is granulated, and the surrounding area was discolored. There is no warmth. There's no tenderness. I will palpate along the long saphenous vein for any tenderness to exclude phlebitis. There is no evidence of phlebitis. Then I will elevate the leg and see whether the varicose veins get emptied. Elevation of the leg up to 60 degrees and wait for 15 to 30 seconds. Once we elevate and empty the varicose veins, we will feel along the greater saphenous vein to feel for any defects. Defects in the deep fascia means there is a possibility of having a perforator incompetence. we are going to perform the tap test. Here we palpate varicosity proximal and varicosity distal. First we'll tap at the distal and feel for any impulse, and then we tap on the proximal point and feel for any impulse at the distal. If you feel, that means there is a reflux venous wall. There are a few clinical tests that we can use to assess whether there is any saphenofemoral incontinence or perforator incontinence. First, we will perform the Brody-Tegelenburg test to check whether there is any saphenofemoral incontinence. To do that, we have elevate the patient's leg and wait for at least 30 seconds until the patient's varicose veins disappear. Once it happens, we will put tourniquet at the upper thigh and ask the patient to get down from the bed and then biometer. We'll wait for 30 seconds to see whether the varicose veins are reappearing. Here, few varicose veins below the knee appeared before I release the tourniquet. Now we remove the tourniquet and the few varicose veins above knee will appear. So that means he has a saphenofemoral incompetence as well as perforator incompetence. To check the perforators, we have to do multiple tourniquet tests to assess the level of perforator that has incompetence. Before we operate on the varicose veins, we have to check the integrity of the deep venous system. There are few tests that we can perform to check the integrity of the deep vein. One is the Perthes test. Another test is the Homans and the Moses test. For this test, we use tourniquet applied at the mid calf and ask the patient to walk for about 5 minutes and ask the patient whether he feels any throbbing pain in the calf. For this test, we apply a tourniquet at the upper thigh and then ask the patient to walk for 5 minutes. And within the minute, if the patients feel throbbing pain at the calf at the end of the walk, that means there is obstructed deep venous system, the DVT. To complete the examination, we need to check the distal pulses. And assess the patient's foot pump. And you finally offer the examination of abdomen. Then you have to come to the clinical diagnosis.